Hello. I see I've got a couple people in here, but I can't see who's here or what you're saying for whatever reason. Sorry about that. I hope you like these chicks. Hey Pete, how you doing? Jenny, hey hun. Okay, showing up now. Sorry, this is only the second live I've ever done, and I'm old and technologically challenged. These are my new birds on the farm. I got them today. They're 3 days old. You having shoulder surgery, Pete? I messed my shoulder up. Hey Cindy, how you doing, hon? These are my males. You can get males pretty cheap, and we got a surprise pack. And oh, Pete, I hate to hear that. Well, get the males, and I'm replacing all my layers too. So I'll get some layers, and I'm going to do a video explaining all the birds. And sorry about your shoulder, Pete. I got in a wreck and got my shoulder messed up, but I'll live to die another day. And all these are Rhode Island Reds. Well, you take care of yourself, Pete. We've got Lazy Pond Farm here. Hey, and it's Amy. I'm glad y'all stopped by to see me. All these are Rhode Island Reds, like I was saying, and I was promising everybody some chicks, unless y'all were expecting something different. But I've got I'm sorry, I'm having trouble reading the screen. I'm going to have to adjust. Yeah, I am going to have a lot of roosters, Sandy. These are meat birds. The bunnies are outside, Pete. They're in their cages. I'm going to be doing a rabbit live stream too. I'm going to have the rabbits just up there. I probably won't be doing any talking, but when I'm outside working, I may just set up and do a live stream, trying to increase my hours and see if I can make a YouTube fortune. And how's everybody doing tonight? It was been raining, flooding here in North Carolina. Yeah, I figured you would, Pete. You need to come get a couple of these bunnies, Pete. That'd help heal that rotor cup, having to chase after them bunnies. But Sandy, all the roosters are going to go to freezer camp. You know, that's true, Jenny. Not too bad around here, Pete. There was high spots in water, but I was trying to stay off the road, but I had to do some running and just taking it slow and easy. Good night. Make us a snow angel, Sandy. Hey, Dwayne, how you doing? I just got my meat birds today. I got Rhode Island Reds, the roosters I ordered, and got meat birds and got some new layers. I'm replacing my layers, and my other layers are going to go to freezer camp. But I just figured everybody might like to see them. They got food. You can't really see, but down at the bottom they got food and water, and I've got vitamins in the water. Hey, Smoking. And I think I may be missing some of y'all. I'm trying to read as fast as I can. Hey, well, thanks for stopping by, Kevin. But what I'm going to be doing is just doing a live with just the chicks without me involved. Smoking's fixing to be doing some traveling here pretty soon. They'll be cute in about 4 months when I'm boiling them, making soup out of them. Can y'all hear me all right? I got 100 chicks, Jenny. I got 50 straight run of roosters. That's what you're looking at now. Then I got a straight run next to me. And thank you, Jenny. That's mixed, but I'll be able to pick out the roosters. Their behavior is a little bit different than hens. And I'm going to keep a couple roosters, though. But yeah, I like Rhode Island Reds. They seem to be, I've had them before, and they seem to be a very, kind of even keeled type chick. A straight run is where you get hens and roosters mixed together. Now, if they're sexed, like, you get all roosters. And but some of these, I don't know if I don't have some hens in there. The coloration is just different to me. I don't know. Maybe they're all right. Bo's wanting to get in there. I think Bo wants to sample them, and but I'm not going to let him in there. Oh, I'm teaching farm lingo, Jenny. Just stay around for the ride. And but your hens are a little bit more expensive. See, the roosters they can't really do anything with, so people like me get them and raise them and send them to freezer camp, and that's some good eating. Gosh, it's some of the best eating. What I'll do, I'll put mine out on a chicken tractor, and an appetizer for Bo. Yeah, that'd be about it. But I'll put mine out on grass. They can eat bugs and just whatever. And I'll put a solar light on top of it. Like in summertime, that'll bring moss into the pen where they can eat moss and other stuff. And they'll eat worms off the ground and grass. Plus, they'll fertilize everything for me. And I'm making a special pen. I'm redoing some raised beds. Well, actually, it's going to be a brand new raised beds the way I'm doing. But I'm going to have it where I can put a couple chickens up top. Like when the beds are done, I can put some chickens up top and have it fenced in with a little bit of shelter on it where they can get in there and just scratch and use the bathroom. Frank, George, and Jack. You watch out for them 3 roosters smoking. Yeah, Pete, it is good fertilizer. Hey, Walsh Farms, how's Georgia doing? Did you get any of this flood we're getting? No, Gene, they're just 3 days old. I got them today, but they were born 2 days ago, and they can ship them because they don't have to have anything to eat for 24 hours. And then when they get here, I'll feed them, and right there, they're pecking at feed and food, and some water in there too. But yeah, what I do, I mix a little bit of chicken poo with my rabbit manure and put water on it. And yeah, my shoulder's feeling a lot better, Jenny. I'm old. I'm so beat and banged up. I just get used to it and keep on going. And I'm just trying to stay away from sick people. Yeah, I sneezed the other day and scared the daylights out of me. But you see how they're kind of cuddling up over there? They're getting up under that heat lamp. Yeah, I bet y'all are. I hope y'all get your peanuts harvested. I hear you smoking. But I was just ready to get some more roosters, and Put some meat in the freezer. Actually, I'm going to have to buy a new freezer, I guess, because I've got a lot. Yeah, Pete, that worm manure, they call it castings, that's real good. I'd like to be able to do some worms, but there's only so much. The chicks, they eat it's a high protein food, Jenny. And that kind of helps them over. And in their water, I'm putting a vitamin supplement for a while to help them out. And that'll give them a good start. Yeah, actually, Pete, what I want to do is get soldier fly larvae and use that. Get the larvae, and you can make a kind of a containment system for them. But this building, I had moved here. I used to play in it as a kid, and I was property manager for the company that bought the property, and it was in the woods. And I asked them if I could have it, and I don't think they thought I was going to get it. And they said, yeah, I reckon. So that afternoon, I carried a chainsaw over there, had it cleared out, and that next morning, I had a flatbed there, and we rolled it up on there and brought it back to my place. And it makes a nice little brooder house, and I got to keep a lot of my different feed out here. And the guy who built it was an excellent carpenter. Oh, I did check that book out, Pete. That was right interesting about how they were doing that and about what that girl learned. Yeah, rabbits, meat rabbits, you can, that can keep you fed. But the only thing about it, it never took over very good in America because it came here right at World War I with hyperinflation. People were looking for an alternative meat source. Hold on. Jenny, you posted something and I couldn't read it. I'm sorry. Forgive me if I'm missing, but I've only done one live stream. They get big. I'll be grilling them, making a redneck chicken and soup and everything else I can make out of them. Little chicken nuggets. I appreciate y'all coming by, and but I'll be doing these every day. I might not be here to narrate them or anything, but I'll want to have them for the rabbits and the chicks, and if I can get a few hours every week, we'll see what happens. Yeah, Dwayne, I am, and yeah, Jenny, these are called Rhode Island Red chickens. They're a good layer. They lay a brown egg. But yeah, if I calculate that straight run right, Dwayne, I should get about 20-25 hens out of that. No, Jenny, you talk as much as you want to, hon. Yeah, I think I've got like 20 rabbits now. Jenny, I'm extending their pens, so I'm not really breeding right at this moment. And I don't breed my rabbits till winter time, but I'm doing a new type system. I'll be having them on grass, and well, that's what I'm figuring, Dwayne. I'm hoping that works. Sometimes you a little bit more, a little bit less, but most time it's somewhere close to 50-50 ratio on hens versus roosters in a straight run. But yeah, I'm rearranging everything, and I got 100, Dwayne. I got 100 roosters and then 50 straight, and I'm kind of co-oping these. Yeah, it's more popular over in Europe, Pete, to raise rabbits. when it was hyperinflation in World War One here, there was a lot of money spent on, for lack of a better word, for rabbit futures. And the DuPonts got in on. They're paying like $5,000 for some does and stuff. But it's just something about the psyche of the Americans that couldn't get over, that cute bunny. I mean, I think they're cute myself, and I think they're tasty too. Oh, Pete, by the way, I did let Zip go. That rescue I had that I tried to pawn off on you. And Zip is back in the wild. But I'm noticing a larger population of wild rabbits now. I'm kind of happy about that. Oh, your mom likes to eat rabbit? Amy, I do too. Y'all, I'm sorry that I'm not answering y'all, but your messages will pop up on the screen, then they'll fade. And so I'm trying to read as fast as I can. Was cow poo still warm, Jenny? Yeah, I love rabbit too, Amy. Well, Dwayne, let me know if you want a pair or a trio. I'll set you up. Just get up with me and send me an email. But it stunk. Yeah, it has its own aroma about it, Jenny. Rabbits in the white meat family, it isn't gamey to me. And like I'll wrap mine in bacon and put it in a slow cooker. Yeah, you're right about that, Pete. Coyotes put a hurt on them around here, but everybody's gone to war on the coyotes around here. But you still got we got some feral pig populations, and they're wiping out any type ground bird or rabbits that raise on the ground, because they will sniff and smell till they find it and they'll eat it. Yeah, I like lamb, Jenny. Yeah, Amy, I'll wrap it in bacon and put it in mushroom soup mix with taters, carrots, and onions. Good gracious. Yeah, they do, Pete. Feral pigs is a bad, and think about it, like a wild population like that, to even try to keep it under control, you have to eradicate 70% of it. And that's hard to do. And think about it, I've tried to get some areas where I could trap pigs for people. And people have made it so hard on other people that they don't want you on their land. I understand that, but I try to tell them, hey, I will not hurt your land. That's what I heard, Pete. So correct me, if there's something, but that's what I heard, because pigs will breed like cats. And but I appreciate y'all coming in and spending some time with me tonight. Yeah, I've seen that too, Pete, where they hunt the pigs from helicopters. Now, this isn't like an Amy live. Now, Amy puts on a good live, so y'all forgive me. That's a high bar. Thank you, Jenny. You're always sweet. Yeah, I miss y'all, Dwayne. I hadn't been on, but I don't like getting on camera. Like if my shoulder's hurting, because I've been told there's something in my voice that kind of projects a meanness. Yeah, they are, Pete. Yeah, the pigs are really bad around Georgia. They're bad in areas around here, but they migrate. They have a wide migration. They'll follow that food. They might lay down somewhere and have babies, but they're going to find that food. And like Walsh Farms was talking about the peanuts and stuff, man, they'll mess up a peanut field because their nose is made for nothing but rooting. These birds have gotten more active since I put them in here earlier today, they were all huddled up and scared, didn't know what was going on. Because you figure right time they were born, they're pretty much put in a box and on their way to me, so they don't know what's what going on. That one should be named Zippy. All right, Jenny, I'll name it Zippy for you. Yeah. Well, I've got that high protein food for them, Dwayne, to give them a extra bump. And then I'll start, like if I get bread from the bread store, I'll feed them that because bread will put weight on them. And I'll have about a 3.5, 4 pound bird. I'm sure there's a stubborn bird in there, what you call Amy. Call it Amy Fowl Edwards. Yeah, we're getting skunks around here near where I'm at. Pete, I hadn't seen any, but I smelt them that had been hit and didn't see the carcass. But I know that skunk smell. I used to go up in the mountains a lot and smell it. And it is a little bit putrid, to say the least. That scratching's bowing here with me. Yeah, I'm going to keep them on high protein, probably right before I butcher them, Dwayne. We have Peppy. What is Peppy, Jenny? I'm not sure about that, hon. Yeah, Bo's been with me all day. Bo, if I'm going that truck, he knows he's supposed to be going. He loves to ride. He's good. He's been a lot of company to me with everything going on. He and I've been breathing each other's CO2, and he hangs with me. Pepe Le Pew. Oh, okay. That went right over my head. Pepe Le Pew. Okay. Yeah, I'm right on time here. Yeah, I forgot all about Peppy and Love the cat. Well, I got that same thing going on here. Bo and Gray Cat are in love. And Gray Cat loves Bo and Bo loves her. And she's starting to let me pet her. Yeah, this is a generic game fowl mix I'm using, Dwayne. It's got high protein. Yeah, Georgia. I've been up in the northern part of Georgia, all up around in there, and all up in there into Tennessee. Skunks quite abundant in Tennessee. I think I've heard you can eat them, but I don't want to take the chance, to be honest. Yeah, I know in my luck I get a full gland and bite into it. I used to work on an exotic animal farm when I was young, and they had descended skunks, but you could sniff them, and there was still a little tint to them, even though they took that gland out. But that was the same place. They had monkeys, rattlesnakes, all kind of birds. And I've been bit by about everything except a snake and anything poisonous, and just brutalized by monkeys. I don't like monkeys. They're some of the nastiest creatures on earth. And they will fling crap at you, and they're probably as accurate as any major league pitcher when they toss that stuff too. And they think it's funny too. If you get hit, they know what they're doing. Like Limburger cheese. Yeah, I've heard Limburger has a little taint to it. Me too, Dwayne, to eat a skunk. I saw you wrote something, Pete, but the screen vanished on me. With recipes. Yeah, that's about it, Pete. Does Limburger really smell that bad, Jenny? I've never had it. Now we have something down here called hoop cheese, but hoop cheese doesn't stink. They sell it in the old country stores and stuff, and we used to eat it when we were farming on lunch breaks. We get that and some crackers and some beanie weenies, and that was a meal for us. A lot of those old farm hands ate that meal. A lot of those guys I respected. And I just got news that one of the guys I grew up with, cancer took him out, and his daddy worked on the farm. I had a lot of respect for the man and his wife, the whole family. I've tried souse meat, Dwayne. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't like the spice. Now, I will eat chitlins now. I got no problem eating me a good bait of chitlins and some collards. Ooh, man, that's good. Thank you, Jenny. Oh, I bet, Pete. Yeah, that's like these creamy dressings. I work in a restaurant. I will not eat a creamy dressing. I want Italian dressing. And I've about got, I don't like eating out anymore. I just, the way people are. And I was in a pizza place, and the guy came, took my money, then he went and started making a pizza. I thought he was making my pizza. I broke on him about it. He said, "No, this ain't yours." I said, "Man," I said, "you just handled money." I said, "Money's the nastiest thing there is." And so his manager kind of picked up something was going on, and told him to throw that pizza away. Me too, Pete. I prefer to eat home. Matter of fact, if I go on a trip, a lot of times I'll pack sandwiches and have me a cooler with some drinks in it, and I'll do that, and maybe have a good supper. Thank you, Joe. That's sweet. Well, this is only my second live. I did one. It was been a long time ago, and then I just decided tonight I'd get on here and talk to everybody. Yeah, I don't get out any. As far as going to a restaurant, I don't like being indoors where there's the air circulating around people. I double mask up. I was getting dizzy in one store because I had on three masks. I had lack of oxygen going on. Yeah, I do that too, Pete. A lot of times I go up and camp by myself in some of the parks near me, and I'll carry food up there and I'll cook. And a lot of times I'm cooking and I'm feeding my fellow campers. Oh, I appreciate you, Joe. You're sweet, hon. Well, Jenny, I've just got put on an inhaler. I've got allergies, and I have to pop that inhaler once a day. And I thought, because the doctor checked me, he said, I thought I had COPD, but I thought I was pretty healthy, but getting old. Well, Pete, I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, you just can't. I don't know what I'm allergic to, Pete. Probably everything, but the doctor was checking my lungs, said it sounded like a plastic burning, crackling, and actually I can hear it at times when I breathe if it's real quiet. And I've been around livestock and everything else and chemicals on the farm. There's no telling what's going on in my lungs. My friend that died, he had cancer, and his daddy died from cancer. His brother died when we were little of leukemia. Yeah, it happens, Jenny. I thought the doctor was wrong. Of course, I fussed at him about his scales. He was saying I weighed 280. And then when I lost weight and got down to 240, I told him the scales were finally right. He threw me out of his office. Now, my doctor's a physician's assistant. He was a former corpsman for Vietnam Special Forces. And unless you've been booby trapped or captured or shot or have shrapnel, you aren't hurting. But I like him. Yeah. Glad you're back, Amy. Good night, Pete. You're about allergic to everything. Can you eat anything, or do you have to eat solvent green or something like that? I just appreciate y'all coming by to spend time with me. Yeah, that pancreatic cancer don't play, Jenny. Good night, Pete. Hey, Troy. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. As promised, I'm showing chicks. Chicks gone wild on the farm is what I'm calling it. And I appreciate you coming by. Does that mean you're allergic to oysters too, Pete? Or do you eat oysters? All right, good to see you, Troy. Thank you for coming by. I really do appreciate that. Y'all just don't know how much. Yep, the little chicken nuggets smoking. Yeah, you see them all over there on the top to the left of there. There's a heat lamp up there, and they're up there huddled up under that heat lamp. Yeah, I'll leave the light on so they'll pretty much eat all night, and they'll be in 8 weeks. I'll put them outside on the grass and start pulling them around, letting them eat out there, feeding them. Yeah, Pete, from what I heard, pancreatic cancer, by the time you're showing any symptoms, it's on up there to a higher level stage where it's hard to treat unless it goes in remission. I've got another friend, she's had it for a while, and hers is in remission. And but my one friend, I figured cancer was scared of him. He's tougher than the back wall of a shooting gallery. Yeah, I hate to hear that, Amy. I kind of wonder, do you want to linger around long or just go ahead and get it over with, you know? I'd like to be able to talk to a few people before I go. You know, hopefully I will. And I tell you, with all this pandemic stuff, I got my youngest son and kind of explained everything to him, how everything was and how my paperwork was, and just in case he was worried, he asked me, he said, "Is something I need to know about?" I said, "No, son." I said, "I'm just making preparations. Because when I go, I ain't coming back. So, unless I come back to haunt somebody." I'm glad, Smoking. I'm glad you're cancer free. Y'all won't come back and haunt people. I'm going to go to Amy's house first and haunt her for about a month. Oh, yeah, I'll be coming by your house, Amy. Yeah, you and Cody be in there sleeping. I'll be, ooh, in your ear, so you'll know it's me. Be tapping around, making noise and stuff. Yeah, if the word thong comes up on your box, Amy, you know I'm in the room. Is everybody back at work? I'm doing small jobs. I'm not really doing anything to write home about. Frugal or buddy. Very true, Jenny. Yeah, you know about that thong. I told everybody you wanted them pictures smoking of me in a thong. Yeah, how's retirement working out for you, Pete? Have you run out of stuff to do yet? I've had friends of mine retire, and they said they were busier retired than they were when they were working. Oh, well, I'm glad you got a job, Jenny. Maybe those bank robberies won't show up on your background check. So we'll hope. Troy, they said, okay, they broke it up into three different things: my truck, medical, and then contents. And ended up, they settled on truck and the medical, and the contents, we were way off. And I hadn't been real nice to these people because the way they've done me. And matter of fact, it was today that the guy called me and told me that, and I let him have it, both barrels. And he said he was going to hang up on me, and I was like, oh, you're going to hurt my feelings. He didn't seem to like that too much, but they're used to it. So I told him, I said, well, don't worry about hanging up on me because I'm hanging up on you. And I'm going to be tough. I don't want to profit. I just want to be made whole. And when I'm made whole, I'll go on. But I got a couple aces up my sleeve to do with them, and they'll get tired of me, and they'll eventually want to come around and see my way. I saw something you wrote, Pete. I'm sorry. The writing comes up. I don't know how to do this on my phone. I'm going to learn if I can keep the writing up there. I'm on my phone. I'm so technologically challenged, it ain't even funny. So. I won't smoking. Yeah, that's right, Troy. Are you doing any substitute teaching, Pete? Yeah, I've done some work with Habitat for Humanity, Pete. I helped them build some houses and stuff, and I enjoyed it. My daughter, she worked for them for a long time. Well, that's good, Pete. I'm glad. You stay in kind of a populated area in Georgia, don't you, Pete? Yeah. Don't push yourself, Pete. Let that shoulder heal up. Excuse me, y'all. Yeah, I've got relatives that stay in DeKalb County area, Pete. So I'm pretty familiar with Atlanta or that area. I say I am. I mean, it changes so much, but most of the older people have gone on. I've got one aunt still alive down there and a bunch of cousins. I got a bunch of second cousins. I don't really know them that well. and they live around in that area too. It's too big a town for me. I'd go slam crazy. And that traffic would drive me crazy. Oh, really? You ever heard of North Druid Hills Road, Pete? They stay off that road. There used to be a golf course there, and it's gone now. Hey, they're running around, Jenny. Most time, if one of them catches a bug, it's like a football game. He'll go running, all the other ones chasing it. They're funny to watch. I love watching their antics. Yeah, I actually worked off of Memorial Drive years ago, and I stayed with my aunt down there because my uncle had passed, and she told me just come stay at her house. So I stayed with her while I was down there working, and it's just too big for me. I was glad to get away from there. Yeah, JJ Eaton, yeah. She's complaining because I hadn't cranked the grill up. It's been too rainy here. Yeah, I've been to Stone Mountain. There's a nice park over there. Green River something. That I don't even know if I'm close on the name, Pete. But yeah, I've been to Stone Mountain. I'm surprised that they aren't going to want to tear it down or something. He's probably true. That's probably true, Jenny. I think this place I went to had animals. Green River. I may be totally wrong on that, Pete. That may be it, Pete. There was deer and everything else in there now that I remember it, because those deer, they were so tame, all they were wanting to do was for you to feed them. Yeah, I do need to fix me up some mods. I'm going to do that. Okay. Yeah, I've got to figure out how to all the ins and outs of doing these lives, but really, as short as my videos are, that's the only way I'm gonna get any time is hopefully to do lives. And I appreciate everybody coming in here to support me tonight. I really do. It means a lot. Me and the chicks, they're piling up over there now, trying to stay warm. But it's funny, you get a bunch of birds together. Hey, Sandra, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by to visit. Yeah, I love my chicks, Sandra. Yeah, the lamp does keep them warm, Jen. Hey, Jerry, thank you for stopping by. You working on a train car, Jerry? Jerry has a good channel. He does a lot of train spotting, and he does restoration of rail cars. Does real good work. He does real good woodwork too. He gives out a lot of good hints. Everybody check out everybody else. Yeah, it is, Sandra. But yeah, y'all check out everybody. Show each other love. And oh yeah, I've got playlists, Pete. I've got my stories that I tell. I don't know. I'm about forgetting my stories. I've got some stories about my friend I need to tell. And I'm starting to forget stuff. I hate to tell y'all this, but I was putting on my underwear this morning, and I grabbed another pair of underwear and started putting them on. I was like, God, I'm losing my mind. This pandemic is causing it. I appreciate that, Sandra. It's just a lot of crazy memories. A lot of stuff I hate to tell because it sounds like a lie. I mean, and it's the truth, but it just sounds so much like a lie. You know, it's a good night. He's lying like everything, but you know, all of it. I lived the experience. So. Jerry, you need you some chickens. If I remember correctly, Jerry lives in Pennsylvania. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. Yeah, Pete. Yeah, I always watch them all the way through. I go through and I'll hit the like on other people's comments and all. And you know, if I can, some people have like 200-300 comments. I can't, but I do as many as I can. And some of them are in another language, so I'm hoping I'm not clicking nothing bad. Yeah, I've got brain flatulence. These are Rhode Island Reds, Jerry. I just got them today. They're 3 days old. And Jim, yeah, every once in a while, here, Jim, I'll go over there and talk to him. And thank you, Jenny. And but he's living the life down there. I'm looking for him a rotary dial phone. He's wanting one to put in his little cabana down there, or whatever they call it. And he's wanting me to travel down there, but I'm not a big flyer. I'll do local flights, and I don't like doing that. And because I don't like leaving out early, because I like making sure I can drink and have a buzz going. But it's really the height don't bother me. It's when that plane closes up. I'm claustrophobic, and I feel like I can't breathe. And it's all in my mind, what's left of my mind. And but I'm not that big on flying. I had a friend of mine want me to go to Vietnam with him, and that's like a 24-hour flight at the best. And I said, no, I don't believe they'd have enough beer on that plane for me. Yeah, that landing's scary. Hey, Stacy, how you doing, hon? Yeah, I've skydived when I was young, and flown then, and I've flown after that, and I'm not a big fan of it. And I like driving where I can look at old barns and stuff, and I'm probably one of the slowest drivers. I'm that old guy with the left turn signal on in the left lane going slow. Thank you, Smoking. Yeah, I did a round shoot, Pete, and it was a static line jump, and they had a radio on your arm to kind of tell you which I guess they're called risers that you pull up and down and make sure your chute's inflated. And but that's a hard landing. You've never flown, Jerry? I'd have got that wrong. Well, they can strap you up to some young buck smoking and jump out together. Good night, Pete. Yeah, good friend of mine. I jumped with him. He trained me. Yeah, heights. I get a little queasy with heights now, but I can still get up pretty high. I'm just, you know, if I fall, my whole body's getting broke up. Well, it's Sandy's Adventure Channel. As I mentioned, I'm co-oping these birds. Well, Sandy is remodeling a house, and she's got a lot going on. And Sandy's part owner of all these birds, so we're gonna dress them out together, and I'm sorry that I was trying to read the board, and she's gonna get half the layers, and but we've already got it worked out, and it works. She didn't have an area, so I've got the area, so that's why I'm gonna raise the meat chickens. Yep, those are all your babies, Sandy, just so you know. Yeah, I was gonna send you a link to that song. You took a fine, what was it? It's a fine time to leave me, Lucille. And if y'all hadn't seen Sandy's channel, you really have to go over there. Sandy's got a green arm going on, and if it's with something with planting and canning and stuff and cooking, she does a lot of stuff over there. And go check her channel out. And y'all show each other love. But yeah, we're going to split the layers, and Sandy's going to get half the layers, and I'll get half the layers, and we'll split the meat birds too. So that should give us about 30 plus chickens go in the freezer, and that'll last me a year. I do love chicken, but I'm more of a like it on the grill. But when I grill up 2 or 3 meals ahead, so to make the most of my charcoal, because I am frugal. No, Sandra, I pin mine up because I've got a bow here, and I've got hawks and raccoons and possums. So I put them in chicken tractors, and I'll put solar powered lights on them, and kind of keep any animals away. And Bo sheds. I'm surprised Bo ain't bald. But I'll take and sprinkle his hair out and about, or hanging in bags, like orange bags on the pen, just to have his smell. Hey, you kind of have to. The guy told me if you watch your pennies and nickels, them dimes and quarters will look after themselves. And you know what? We've got an eagle here now. I happened to be driving by a field and saw it. I said, well, that don't look like a hawk because of the coloration. Yeah, Jenny, that's right. They just eat. Normally they get back into their coop at night. And but yeah, there's an eagle around here, and it picked up, and I saw it was an eagle. I was so happy to see that. And knowing that their numbers on the rebounds, we actually have them here. Is everybody staying real safe, wearing your mask and all that? I want to tell you what, I've used enough of hand sanitizer. I'm probably peeing like 90 proof now. Gosh. Yes, they are, Jenny. Pete, you need you a pellet gun. Shoot them squirrels. And Sandy may be coming out with a hey, Mountain, thank you for stopping by. This is only my second live stream. I'm showing off my chicks here. But Sandy may be coming out with a squirrel dumpling video. Yeah, this is only my second live, Mountain. I did one a long time ago, and I just Sandy and I were talking. She told me I ought to show the chicks. So I wasn't going to be saying anything, but I said, well, I want to talk to everybody. I appreciate y'all coming by. I really do. Yeah, I wear my mask faithfully too, Jenny. And I'm 6 feet. And yeah, I don't know if I'll ever be right when all this is over with. Yeah, I wear gloves a lot too, Jenny. When I first went in the grocery store, I was like, I knew 6 feet because those tiles in the store are a foot. I could look at them and tell how people were. I'd rush by them in the aisle. If somebody had stepped out in front of me, I'd have killed them. I was not right before. You're probably right about that. I'm a little left to center. I'm fine with that. I have a fun time. Hey, Sherry, I appreciate you coming by. I appreciate all y'all, I really do. And me and the chicks. But I got to check the temperature. Let's see what the temperature is if I don't step on the bow. I can do it without falling in there. I'm up a little above 70 degrees, and that is pretty good. Yeah, Frugal and the young chick smoking. I'd have a heart attack. Well, y'all, I'm probably going to shut down here. I've got it's 57 minutes now, here within the hour. And I appreciate y'all coming by and checking me out. I really do. And checking my chicks out. Yeah, if you forget to brush your teeth too, Pete, if you have a mask on, that helps. I forgot to brush mine the other morning. Yeah, that's my harem, Sherry. Oh, no, they will not have my corona. Hey, Jerry, I will be. I'm going to do a video on and kind of explain everything. Loved all y'all, too. I appreciate y'all. With the pandemic going on, it seems like, I'm not really visiting a lot. I talk a lot on the phone, but it's good to get out and have people. And like going to Amy's chats. Oh, I love y'all too, smoking. Yeah, I want to have another live. I'll be kind of, when I'm outside working, I'll kind of put it on, let people have fun out here watching the birds. Hey, much love and hugs to all of y'all. And y'all, everybody be safe, please. I don't want nobody sick. Yeah, I'm going to do a bunny cam, Pete. I'm going to dedicate it to you, my bunny cam. And I got you a couple when you're ready for them too, Pete. Well, I want to wish all y'all happy trails. And I love y'all. And please be safe. Have a good night.